So here we are, that first day, the soldiers there standing around with rifles and bayonets. And they claim they didn't have live ammunition in the guns, but who knows? I didn't want to test that, but also that I was out there kind of in no man's land, that the probably political powers in Little Rock would love to see me go back to Horace Mann, and that I just decided that that wasn't an option, and that I was going to stick it out. When we started getting to the third week of the schools, the troops keeping us out, I did inquire with my sister that I might have to come to Baltimore to finish up my senior year, because we had no idea that Eisenhower was going to support us, and that Faubus, turned out to be a pretty canny negotiator, and he was dangling the federal government along. So, and I knew that I was a bit player in all of this. We were, the 9 of us waiting to see how this was going to turn out. But we weren't determining how it was going to turn out. And I figured I had to graduate that year. That was important to me. I had planned all this in my head, the college and everything else I wanted to try and do. And I think that none of us, of the 9, thought about, that this was all going to get worked out. We didn't know where it was going to end up. But the one thing I think, going back to families, that none of the families pressured any of the students to give up and go back to the old high school. They really were willing to let us ride it out and stick by us. And when I think about that, I mean, that is that was a powerful, very powerful decision on their part, because I'm sure they were hearing from neighbors, relatives, people they knew, folks they didn't know, about, why are you putting these kids at this sort of risk? In fact, I had a neighbor, this wasn't the neighbor who gave me a summer jobs, but he stopped me one day when the feds were, and Eisenhower was yet to make up his mind about supporting us. And he said, you need to just go back to Horace Mann, because you kids are causing all kinds of trouble. You're going to cause trouble for me personally, because you're going to leave, and I'm going to be stuck with this mess you've created. And your mother's got a good job, and all of that. And the more I thought about it, I said, he obviously doesn't understand that we got to change things. And I saw this as a beginning of kind of change that you had to be willing to support.